Oh, behave myself.
Hey, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Dr. Gail, and this is Diana Boles,
Hello.
a.k.a. Oil Painter. Y'all see her in the chat all the time. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Thanks, Sharon Sipe, Susie 007, Dream Journey 1, Spirit Watcher Suzanne. Hey, Carrie. Hi, everybody. I've got Susie in the background that she'll be moderating the chat and that's going on. And we're going to talk about Diana a little bit. And then we're going to go in and talk about the new book that we're working on. But Diana is, she's an artist, an author, astrologer, etc., tarot reader, and she is also a witch. And she has created her own cards, and she has created a lot of things. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Butterfly Kisses. So anyway, we have been collaborating on a book for a year now, right?
Yeah. And we're like right about the time you called me and said, you will?
Exactly. And then I said, does it bother you about this kind of exposure? And I had to ask you all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so yeah. Hey, Kelly.
I've been in worse predicaments.
Starry Night Seeker, how you doing? Well, tell us about your cards too that you have created. And I know you've created some other things, and you're an excellent artist. So, and you're going to be doing the artwork for the book. You're going to be creating all the ETs that I've seen and some scenes, and there's going to be a lot of artwork. Oh, well, I hope there'll be a lot of artwork in the book.
This will end up being a graphic novel in the end.
Yes, yes. Well, I think the visual part of it, seeing all the different ETs that nobody's ever seen before,
right.
I think that's real important to see how many millions of species that are out there, and not just our classic ones that we know about or we keep referring to over and over again. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so we're here to answer questions. Hey, Anita. Hey, Teresa, about what's going on. And also, do you have your cards available, Dana?
I do. And
she can pull some cards for you. I have my Starseed Oracle deck that I use all the time also. So y'all can go ahead and put in questions. You can even ask us about the book, which we're not close to publishing yet. It's just that we have just reached a real big threshold. She has finished rewriting it.
You know what I have to say? I tried to keep my mouth shut till today, and I was going to surprise you with the last chapter today, but I couldn't contain myself. It was like, surprise!
You're finished. Yes, yeah, I'm excited because I am not a writer. I don't know anything about books. Susie keeps asking me all these questions. You want to do this or how to? I'm going. I don't know anything about that world. I'm in the medical world. I don't know books, just that you read them. But anyway, so she's even outlined me a whole thing of what to do after. Actually, she's been wanting me to start advertising it before now, and I'm just going, just wait. Let's just wait. So
yeah, we got a ways to go. And I don't want to say this out loud, but it's probably going to be about another year because of everything that has to go into this. Each chapter has to go into a rewrite. And, you know, as time went by, I could sense that I was becoming a better writer,
right,
on this subject. And part of that was, you know how when you're little, you're always waiting for permission to do something or to go somewhere or to get something. And that's one of the things from my childhood that is hard to break away from. Mm-hmm. You know, when you can have a spouse who is overbearing, et cetera, et cetera. And so from the mother overbearing to the spouse overbearing to having to hold a job and, you know, all of that business where you have to get permission. Mm-hmm. I was waiting for someone to give me permission to take the reins, that I had free rein to do and write and create the extra things around it that makes the story, because, well, you know what your notes are like. So, you know, it's like, okay, let's fill in the blank here.
Oh yeah. I had no intentions of my notes being public, and so when I was writing everything down, it was for me, and it was in a journal. I mean, they told me in the beginning to start writing everything down, but I never had any thoughts, or I just never thought it would be. I was supposed to go public with it. But anyway, let me make a few announcements first here. And okay, on Sunday, this is going to be different. What's that they're showing?
That's your stack of paper for your notes, right? Now, wait. Manuscript. That's as it stands today, and it'll be thicker by the time we get finished with it.
Oh yeah, with all the
right, the early chapters, we still have and we still have names to create, and places and times, and dates to fill in.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me make some announcement now. Sunday, October 2nd, that's this Sunday, we're going to do the Solaris Healing Center, and hopefully we'll be able to attract the people who can't come to it during the week. So we're going to do it at Sunday, and it'll be 11 o'clock Pacific time and 2 o'clock Eastern time. And then Tuesday, October 4th, I will be going on Ann Perry's channel at 12 o'clock Pacific time and 3 o'clock Eastern time. And that is a community that she's developed, a Clarity Seekers community. And you have to be a member to come in. And it'll be like a Zoom call. Everybody will be able to talk to me on a Zoom. It won't be just like in the chat that you can come in and we'll have a conversation and you can ask the questions back and forth. And that is on Ann Perry's, and that is her Clarity Seekers community. Also on Thursday, October 6th, Karen Rixman will be here. She's Starseed Awakening 1111. That'll also be at 12 o'clock Eastern time and 3 o'clock Pacific time. So yeah, exciting stuff ahead. So anyway, if anybody has any questions or thanks, Susie. And anybody want to have some cards pulled or have a general reading? Diana Boles is one of the best readers I have met when she comes on this show with me. She is excellent. So y'all take advantage of that right now because, as I said, she's excellent. So anybody want a card or have a question to ask? Hey, Carrie, I joined in Clarity Seekers. It's awesome. Thank you. It is awesome. She's pretty awesome. She has so much. She's like an intuitive numerologist, so she doesn't like read a book and it goes like this, this, and this. She is also extremely intuitive, and she has a lot of gifts. And she's brought it to numerology. So whenever you look at numerology, she's not that typical one that is going to read like from a book, like this, and this is what it is. She is looking at you. She's reading you. And also her sessions are like an hour and a half on just numerology, and they're pretty amazing sessions. So anyway, it was Nancy Jean that wanted me to go to her because my birthday is on the 11th. And it didn't mean astrology just escapes me. I don't understand it. and just now, Diana was saying, you're blah, 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 is somewhere, blah, 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 and this is what's going on with you. And I'm going, okay, I don't understand it, but I'm just not, I just don't get astrology. And it's not that I don't want to, it's not my thing. Okay. Anybody want some readings or cards pulled? Okay. Oh, there's G. Covington. Oh,
yeah, we have one up.
You already have one up. What do you got? And I'm going to pull cards from the Starseed Oracle deck. You want to show your card? What your box of cards look like? Diane, you want to let them see what your cards are? These are your cards that you've made.
Yeah, I'm going to use my cards. And why don't you go ahead and go first? Because these will probably define what you pull.
Right. Do you have the box for them to see the cover? So if they want to order?
They don't come in a box. They come in a bag.
Oh, okay. Oh, bag. Okay. So how would they order them?
They just go to my email address and talk to me.
Okay. Okay. You want to say your email address? I'm not sure if Susie has that to put up or not.
Okay. oilptnr, oil painter, at AOL.com.
You got that, Susie? Just say, yeah. Okay. Okay. She's got it. All right. I can see Susie, but I can't hear her. So she just did a thumbs up.
And I can't see her nor hear her.
All
I'm
right.
lucky I can see you, right?
All right. Here's what I pulled. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's see. That's what I pulled. Look how pretty that is. Empathetic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Okay, there, G. Covington. You're absorbing what's not yours. You've got to put some boundaries up. You're an empathetic starseed. You walk into a room, you absorb anything that's there, and you've got to learn how to not absorb all that. What you get? What does it say?
Well, it is, she's in a cemetery, and on the headstone it says, "Here lies." You have to learn how to let others have their emotions and not absorb them. So that comes from the definition of where you are, who you are at the moment, and the boundary that needs to be put up between you and the others.
I feel like there's something going on right now with her that is especially challenging her boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that she's always facing, but right now it's harder. And
So, right. G, is there somebody keeps pestering you in your ear? A friend or a family member that keeps pecking at you?
Yeah, just let's see. G. Covington, are you having somebody right now that's bothering you? Anyway, just let us know in the chat, because I feel like it's something that's going on right now, that it kind of dies out and then it comes right back. But you're needing to not let that happen and not be your issue anymore.
Like a ghost, like the ghost that keeps coming back.
Right. Okay, next. Okay, G. Covington, yes, the two of you are correct. The job, it's her job.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's time to, let it lie. If you're supposed to let it lie, that means it's time for you to walk away and maybe find something else that is more pleasing to you and less taxing to your emotions.
She says it's toxic.
Put it in the graveyard.
Yeah. There you go, G. Covington. All right, Kimberly Davis, I would love a general reading, please. Okay. She wants a reading.
Okay.
Oh, look at the card I pulled for her. Okay, it says, Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So it looks like to me, you're one of those people who, I just don't want to be here. I don't want to be on Earth. I don't belong here. I want to be with my star family. I don't know why it is, why I'm here. I don't want to be here. But they're wanting you to ground yourself is what they're asking you to do. Be human. What'd you get? What is that? I love that card. What does it say?
Wonder Woman.
What it is Wonder Woman, yeah.
It's Wonder Woman. And what is she famous for? Standing in the truth. She has the lasso of truth in her hand, right? Uh-huh. And she stands for the truth. And then you are wanting to go forward and meet your other family from beyond. Well, she is from
beyond
the higher realms, right? And here we are at the top of the stairs. There are friends waiting for you. These are the others that you're seeking that are higher above you, right? But maybe it's not time to open the door and meet all of them. So take this time to transmute and transform and transfigure the world that you live in, and allow yourself the proper moment to dream about, to use your magic, to use your imagination, to use your magic to still everything so that you can reach them through your higher powers. So you are the Wonder Woman who holds the ability to rise above it and find those that you need to speak to, not in such a large group, one at a time.
That's great. Okay. All right. Let's see. Kimberly. Oh, Spirit Watcher Sam. Was that Kimberly Davis that we just did? Okay. Spirit Watcher Suzanne. A general reading, please. Okay. Let's see what we have here. The Great Severing. All right. The Great Severing, it says Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay. They wanted you to get rid of the anger. They want you to soften, stop the conflict, and they want you to soften to love. And it sounds like to me that everything, what they're asking you to do is look at things a little bit differently. Sever yourself from that anger, that Mars injury, that conflict. Take a different look at it, and that will soften you. Okay? Look at that.
And I have to say that when we were with Kimberly, the card on the bottom of the deck, so it is turned up for all of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right. So again, just what you were saying, let it lie, let it rest, right? That's our first thing. Walk away from the situation. Let sleeping dogs lie. Let the ghost find his own way. Stand firm in your own truth, in your own, be true to yourself, let your true colors shine through. And this is also, the flamingo is also about discernment.
Oh, okay.
Because when the flamingo is in a crowd, he has to search to find the people that he can align himself with. And that's the way they go about finding their mate. Well, a mate can be, loosely used as your tribe. So when the flamingo is pretty much a pack bird, and when it's time for mating, they will walk in a cluster. Everybody walks in one direction till somebody turns their body. Mm-hmm. And everybody walks in one direction till somebody turns their body. So they just go bloom, bloom, bloom. But the one who's holding his head the highest is the one who makes the move to make the turn. He's the one who finds their mate. And everybody else follows them. So don't be following everybody else. Let them come to you. And this is about nurturing yourself and taking the time for you. It's the summer card, right? Mm-hmm. And in the heat of it all, step away, take a break, go sit down, have a meal, enjoy the view, take a boat ride. Get in touch with yourself.
Okay. All right, Spirit Watcher Sand.
And now we have the Tempest, which kind of goes, this is at the bottom of the deck. It kind of does go right along with that. Yeah.
And you got, well, it is on the last words of this card, softening to love. And that's what you hit on also.
Uh-huh.
Right. Okay. Next, Kimberly Davis. That was amazing. Spot on. Thank you so very much. You're welcome, Kimberly.
You're welcome. That's good. You're welcome.
Okay. Next. Okay. Hey, Damaris. Yes, please. Will I find love or it find me? Well, I think I'll let you do your cards on that one. This is a Starseed card. I don't think that quite fits in this deck. But I can just give you a message from it.
Sure.
Oh, Breath of the Cosmos. Okay, this is talking about your micromanaging. So I'm thinking you're being a little picky about finding love is what this is saying. My will to thy will. I think you're wanting, when you find somebody, you want them to be just like you, do just like what you want to do, and you are micromanaging them. So Damaris, apparently you've been meeting them, but you've been still a little difficult. So what have you got?
Right. So we have chakra alignment or angelic intervention, starting at the bottom and working your way to the top. We can all pretty much figure out what this angel is telling you. Listen to your guardian angel. Nobody's going to fit the bill. But people who are themselves are just as lovable, even if you can't be around them all the time. And in that in itself, you're going to find somebody who aligns with you. They're not going to be exactly the same. They won't be.
Okay. I'm also, this is what I'm getting, Damaris. This is my God's telling me. I see them. They're in your town. You're just not looking at the right place. You're looking at the exterior and you're not really getting to know them. You have looked over them.
Right. Turn the light on. Take a good look. Take a good look around. They're right there. Just what you were saying. And this is, let it simmer. So you have this wish to find love.
And it's there.
Right? Or for it to come and find you. So plop all the ingredients in your cauldron and walk away. Let it boil. Because even if you're standing at a wishing well, if you drop that coin in the well and you never go anywhere, how will you know when it comes true? Because you don't want it to happen right at the wishing well. You want it to happen out in the world in your life. So you make the wish and you let it go. Give it to the higher source.
I know this is sounding really weird.
You can't make this shit up. This is at the bottom of the deck. Let it lie.
And I don't know if Damaris, if there's somebody in your town, and I don't know why I'm getting this, that she has wavy hair, kind of blonde gray, real curly, wavy hair. And it looks almost like she works at a hardware store or something like that. I don't know if that resonates with you. You know who that is, but I don't know why I'm seeing that image.
This could be somebody from the past trying to come back. Let's take the next top card and see what it says. Oh, no, let it lie. Nurture yourself. Stick to, let them nurture you when the time comes. But for right now, make your wish and nurture yourself. Take care of you. They'll find you. Don't forget, when you love yourself, others will love you too. So maybe, Damaris, you're a little too hard on yourself. And forget that you are already in your own alignment.
Okay, Damaris, that's a lot of information you just got there. Okay, laugh out loud. I've opened my heart up and stopped being blonde. Yeah, and we already know that you had an issue. The last reading was that you were needing to open up your heart chakra. And so there you go. Stop being blind. Yeah, it's because they're close to you. I feel like they're close to you. Okay, next. All right, Starry Night Seeker. I would love a general reading, please. Good vibes. Okay, good vibes. Yes, ma'am. Love it. Thank you. Okay, dears. You're welcome. All right, Starry Night Seeker. Ooh, okay. This is true for, I think, about everybody in this chat. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. You're not for everyone. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck because I think all of us, we have got to embrace who we are and embrace our weirdness. Instead of running away from your weirdness, embrace it because that's who you are. And that makes you different. Don't try to follow the crowd. Don't be the crowd. Embrace your weirdness because that's what makes you special. And it's probably time for us all to embrace our weirdness because we are different and we're here for a job. So just embrace your weirdness. Okay, Diane.
So we have the Raven, and the Raven is the shapeshifter. Embrace your weirdness. The Raven is also magician and the Hierophant. The Raven gives you permission. Give yourself permission to embrace your weirdness, right? So you have a recipe of a strange dish and you like it. Make your recipe and share it. You already know what it is you have going for you. Look in your hand. You already have the information in your hand. And what are we doing? You're asking right now for a little assistance, a little help, a little message. And the message is you already have the information you need. It's right in your hand. And this is the springtime card. It's at the bottom of the deck. So there's always work to be done, but give yourself some time to play.
And that's true for all of us.
Right, right. You know, spring cleaning, yeah. If a good enough breeze comes along, it'll push the cobwebs away. I always hope it'll push the feathers sitting on the floor from my bird when she is in molting mode, like right now.
Yeah, I had a friend who always would say a clean house was a wasted life.
I have a vacuum cleaner that serves as a coat rack. It's always available.
But she used to say that all the time. If anybody come over to her house, she goes, "Oh, clean house is a wasted life." So you know I'm not wasting my life cleaning my house.
And your mother don't work here.
All right, next. Dream Journey 1. May I have next 3 months, Diana? Okay. She wants 3 months reading.
Okay.
While she's doing that, I'll pull you a starseed card.
Okay.
Oh, here's another one. Earth. Learning how to be human. Learning how to be human. In the world, but not of it. Another one that's questioning about being here, and they're asking you to be more human and be on Earth and just being part of it. So looks like that you're also looking at the outer world, which I'm guilty of too, and wanting you to be more part of Earth. Okay, Diana, what you got for 3 months? Holidays.
I know. I'm like,
difficult.
Okay, October, right? This is a card of contemplation. October is a time of, transformation in the seasons, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So October may feel calm. And while you're sitting there, what's he doing? He's fishing in silence, quietly. I don't know if you fish or know anybody who is a fisherman, but one thing for sure is that your noises you make around the creek, the lake, whatever, carries a vibration through the water that the fish are aware of, and they can see you. So he is quietly sitting in the same place, not moving, not wanting to be seen, not making any noise. So this is not a time of action, but rather quiet contemplation. And then we have another calm weather card. This is the season of winter, the first season of the month. But this is for November. And it's calm, but it's complicated.
Almost looks like a Christmas card.
Thank you. One of my favorite seasons is winter. Just give me that snow. I love snow. Anyway, so it's the way a snowflake is made is not easy. It's contemplated. Mm-hmm. And then think about how many snowflakes it takes just to put a dusting on the surface of a city, let alone pile up 8, 10, 12 inches of snow. And each snowflake has 6 points. And each of those points are different. The shape is different. And then there's a whole process of coming through the sky as a frozen piece of ice, and then warming up and becoming a droplet of water that catches a piece of dirt and dust or even skin and freezes again as it comes farther on down. And then in that second freezing, once it has dirt or some sort of a contamination inside of it, that's when the beautiful crystalline forms. And then it falls to the ground, and then it piles up. And there are no two alike. So as beautiful and as soothing and as calming as a night of fresh fallen snow can be, It's complicated. So even though things will be comfortable and calm in November, there are going to be things are going to be going on behind the scenes that are complicated. But December is going to bring you the magic of autumn, which is the transformation again and the harvest and all of these complications. If you deal with them calmly, you will be able to peel back the layers of autumn. So if you think about the way the leaves change color and the fruit harvest, et cetera, when a leaf changes color, conditions have to be correct. And you have to watch and be patient and give it time. So the rain comes, there has to be the right amount of sunlight, the right amount of rain to make the colors pop. But what happens is the layers get peeled back one color layer at a time. And though one type of tree may not hold all of the colors in their leaves, they do. It's just maybe not visible. So first we have the green that dries out and falls away. Then we get the yellows that fall away. And then we get the oranges that fall away. And then we get the reds that fall away. And then we get the purples and the browns. So there are many, many layers. And come December, you're going to be able to peel back the layers of the complications of November by sitting stilly in October and thinking about them.
That's great. Resonate Dream Journey when you got a whole 2 months to contemplate, and then what? The third month, then she can do something.
Well, this is kind of like this Mars retrograde, Mercury retrograde, because Mars is going to be retrograde on October 30th. Mm-hmm. And what is a retrograde but to do things 3 times? So if we look at October,
I didn't know that. When you do things 3 times on a retrograde,
you have to do things 3 times when you're reading the label, don't you, nurse? Right? Aren't you supposed to verify 3 times? Yeah. So now we're going forward in October by just sitting and thinking. You're experiencing what you're thinking about can work through everything, right? And then November is going to present you all of the issues that you have already thought about and tried to imagine. Okay, how am I going to deal with this? How am I going to deal with that? Then they're going to come forward in November. And if you remain calm, there'll be no issue in peeling back the layers in December to bring it to fruition.
That sounds good. That helps Dream Journey 1. Let's see. A Starry Night Seeker, she says, I am weird, laugh out loud. Thank you, ladies. Sure resonates.
Good.
Yes. I think most people in this chat are on the weird side, and we're all just embracing our weirdness with each other. We have found our tribe, so we all can be as weird as we want to, and no judgment here.
That's me in the cloak with the cauldron. You can find me outside any given full moon night. I don't know if I have to wear the cloak, though.
And Dream Journey was, thank you, Dr. Gail and Diana. I had originally deleted my question, but appreciate these readings. Thank you again.
So, you're good. No problem.
All right. So anybody next? Okay. Carmel. Hi. Sorry I'm late. May I have a card? Sure. Oh, jump in. This is my first jump in today. Jump in. Andromeda energy. Adventure. Say yes to change. Yay, Carmela. Say yes to the change. Oh, that's great. Jump in.
All right. We have the kangaroo. And as it says to jump in, this is about going forward in leaps and bounds. We have the baby in the pouch, but the thing about it is this, in coincidence with your card, coinciding with your card, this is about the fact that kangaroo cannot go backwards. It can do nothing to go backwards. It must go forward. So there will be forward movement in leaps and bounds. Even when he has to turn around, he has to turn around in a gradual circle because he has to hop and swing that big old batty tail of his.
Well, Nancy Jean's here. Dr. Gail.
Nancy.
Diana, I'm not weird. Should I go to a party tonight?
Well, here you are, honey. Stand in yourself. Be true. Be that flamingo.
Okay. All right. Did you finish, Diana? I just saw this. I interrupted you because I saw Nancy Jean, and I thought that was a funny question. She was
right. Did she leave?
She's not weird.
Oh, come on. We all are. If you know us.
Yes. Okay. All right. Next. Carrie, I would appreciate it. Either general reading or a card, whichever spirit decides. Okay, Carrie. Y'all can hear Jezebel. She thinks it's time to walk again, as always.
Well, the last time she did that, I thought it was a cat.
Oh, this one's like deep cellular healing.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it says Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So, Carrie, sounds like to me you've gone over a big hump of something, and right now you're slowed down to heal. That's what I'm getting. I don't know what's happened to you recently. Oh, I love them. I love those praying mantis. They're so smart and caring and tender.
So this goes right with that, because praying mantis is also another stillness creature. And the thing about praying mantis is stillness till the proper opportunity. So say your card again. I've forgotten everything that it said. It's
deep cellular healing.
Deep cellular healing.
Physical and emotional healing. It's like, I feel like she's gone over the hump and she's coming like to whatever was hurting her or whatever was going on in her life. She's now healing from it.
And perhaps, with praying mantis, the females get a bad rap. But what a lot of people don't understand is a male praying mantis has to be ready to die. His whole life is about getting ready to copulate. And he cannot do that act until it's the end of his life. And in his ejaculation, he dies. She has to eat him because he's dead on her back. And if she doesn't eat him,
what a view!
Well, that's when you get.
It's great.
That's when you get the healing, because if she doesn't do that, she's not going to heal. She's not going to be able to lay those eggs. She's not going to be able to. She'll go the same way as him, and that's not what it's about. They're praying mantis. It's about propagation.
Yeah.
So.
Just like,
sit and heal.
My back.
Yeah, get off my back. Nope, you got to get it off your back yourself. But do it gradually, because whether it's physical therapy or anything, you can't just go whole hog and go back to lifting 150 pounds. You have to start it with a 5-pound hand weight, or you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, Carrie. All right. Hope that helps. All right. What's next? Hey, Lauren, I would like a card, please. Okay. I don't know why Jezebel thinks if she makes enough noise, I guess it does work, that I'll take her for a walk. I think she's trained me. I hadn't trained her.
That's the way it works.
It does.
I got the 3G circus here. Gloria, Grizzly, and Groucho.
This is You're Not Alone, Isolation, Physical Connection, Community. So I feel like, Lauren, you have found your community. You were feeling alone before, and now you're getting comfortable with this community. And thank goodness you're here.
Sure, because here, what do we have? What does a snowstorm do? It isolates us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stops a whole city. But look at all the friends that are fluttering around you, coming to you here. So isolation is only as far away as the chat room.
There you go. And I think a lot of us found the chat room when we were isolated with COVID.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. And so then this can be, the architect of your own sanctuary. So that isolation provides you the sanctuary, because it's hard to be in a sanctuary if you're in the middle of a conversation. You're not present for the other person or the other people that are with you to do the chat. But when you're in sanctuary, which is the isolation, that's when you can have that talk with yourself and your spirit guides much more easily. Be able to really listen to what they're telling you. So.
Okay, Lauren. All right, next. Hey, Anita. Diana, can you tell me if I will be meeting a romantic connection anytime soon? Well, there you go, Anita. Diana got your work cut out for you. I'll pull you a starseed card while she's thinking about it and pulling cards. I've got, oh, gosh, oh, baby steps. Oh, baby steps. Baby steps. So it says baby steps, but you're supposed to take some action, but take small steps. Follow your intuition before it makes sense, which is a lot for us to, that's almost like jump in. It's follow your intuition before it makes sense. Take little baby steps towards it. So it sounds like, or it feels like to me, that you are not taking those steps to find a romantic connection. You're expecting them to show up on your doorstep, and you're going to have to do something.
You have to do something. And it starts with giving yourself permission to take it one step at a time. You can't make this up, right?
Yeah.
So here we are going up the stairs or coming back down. You only can do them one step at a time, because injury is sure to get you if you try to do 3, 6, 9. And be true to your inner self. Again, we have a card of reflection here, and stillness can often bring you reflection. So in her mirror, she sees herself as the warrior that she has to be on a daily basis. But when she's in her own home, she lets her hair down and she relaxes. So this is about taking those things one step at a time and giving yourself permission to do it that way instead of trying to run forward. Now, anytime soon? Yeah, because you are the Wonder Woman who can stand in her own truth.
And also seeing that you might be finding them in a park somewhere. It's like sitting on a bench or somewhere in a park, something that's outside.
Something soft and peaceful, close to home. This is a window that's open, and there's no treachery coming towards her, right? Yeah, be selective. I'm not saying go to a library, but go to where there's smaller crowds. Mm-hmm. It's easier to discern who's out there. Scrutinize who you'd like to get to know. And then, boom, it's going to happen.
There you go, Anita. I hope that helps. I hope you find them soon.
Yo.
Okay, next. Hey, Kathleen, I'd love a card, please. Okay, let's see what we got for you. Oh, here's another micromanager. Breath of the Cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. You got to let go, Kathleen. You're holding on too tight. You're needing to let go and listen to your guides, or listen to your inner self or your higher self, and quit micromanaging everything in your life. You've got to relax to let it happen. Just let life happen.
I'm feeling like this is something that happened to her and she needs to release.
Right.
Yeah. Walk away. Leave it behind you. This is the heritage card. So whether it's something from her past family or a past love, past relationship, we see these people going up the hill together, but they're dressed in old world clothing, right? So this is about, even if there's a new partnership coming as you move forward, a new alignment of some sort coming, but you have to let go of the past. You have to leave it at the bottom of the hill.
I hope that helps Kathleen to let it go and quit micromanaging whatever that was, that person.
Yeah.
Before.
The bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
The flamingo again. So yeah, stand true, stand tall, stand firm.
Yes. Okay, next. Only daughter, is there something I did wrong, or is someone blocking my progress in finding work? I had a job and showed up to start it, and everything fell through. Oh, I'm so sorry, only daughter. Let's see what my cards have to say.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's terrible. To show up and start, and everything fell through. Oh, it was a company's issue. Wasn't anything about you. Okay. Your life is a canvas. Okay. And it says artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So you're going to be able to manifest what you're wanting. Don't take this personally, because I'm feeling like it was the company. I don't think it had anything to do with you. Either they don't have the money for you, or something, or somebody came back or something, but you're taking this on as your issue, and it's not at all your issue. Okay. So what is that?
This is the hippopotamus, and hippopotamus lives in two worlds. He's most comfortable in the water, protects his skin, doesn't feel the heavy weight of life. But hippo has to get out of the water in order to give birth, and hippo has to get out of the water in order to forage to eat. And while on land, it can be an aggressive animal. So next we have another water card about the stillness of contemplation. Perhaps the job itself was not right for you. Mm-hmm. Now let's look at it that way. It wasn't right for you, and somebody, by it falling through, has done you a favor. And in your hand, you hold the secret to going forward. So something else is going to come your way that's going to fit you like a glove.
Can you tell her when that might be, that she's going to find something? Or do you have the ability to do that?
Well, I'm going to reshuffle, but I wanted to show her this. It's don't let yourself falter because of this. It's not something you did. Stand true in your colors and your truth, and be true to yourself, and scrutinize. It might not have been, I mean, it's not that it might not, it wasn't you, but scrutinize what about them was not really fitting you anyway.
Well, yeah, I think they were having some issues. Even if you had
right.
started that job, it wouldn't have lasted a week or two, because they just can't. They're
yeah.
not in a position to. They were not. They were not going to hire you.
Let me shuffle for one more card. Well, this is the road less traveled, or staying to the tried and true path. For me, this is, you take this short walk only halfway down that path. Let's say that job that just fell through was this short walk, and that was the tried and true normal way to go. Look for something that isn't in mainstream. Look for something else that's going to fit your personality better. And back in here, you find little fairies that help you.
I feel like she's creative, and she's not going for a creative job. I don't know if that's true, only daughter. That's what I feel like. You were going something real structured, and you need to go to something creative.
Right. Take the road less traveled. Do something away from the normal mainstream of America and those normal regular jobs.
Okay, only daughter, I hope that helps.
Yeah, and I don't feel you did anything.
No, she didn't do anything.
I think this was just was spirit working for you.
Yeah, and they might have told you anything. They might, I don't know, tell them what they told you, but it wasn't you. Whatever they said to you, it wasn't you. It was them.
They're stuck in the mud with Hippo.
Yeah. Well, they are stuck. It looks like to me that they're having some issues, and they're not willing to let anybody know that.
With what you were getting about that, there was something off with them.
Yeah, something off with them. Okay, next. All right, Teresa. Let's see what I got here for you. Oh, another one. The great severing. Again, this is Mars energy, anger, conflict, something softening to love. So Teresa, you got to let go whatever that conflict is. And it's hard when you're like in the conflict. That's what I feel like you're still in it. You got to pull yourself out of it, look at it differently, pretend like you float out of your body and look at the whole situation differently. And it will make it not as big of an issue to you, and you'll be able to move on from that a little better. So look at it differently, pull yourself out away from it, not in it. And it could be that this would be a partner or something that you're having issues with, but and it kind of keeps stoking you. So pull away from it, look like an outsider looking in at it, and you'll have a different perspective. Okay, Diane.
Yeah. So be selective. Who are you going to let close to you? This aggravation, maybe that person is not supposed to come and visit you in your bedroom, right? I mean, think about when we were kids and mama said, you don't go into anybody's bedroom to play and you keep the door open and you never go in their drawers. Do not open their drawers. Do not open their closets. That's the wrong thing to do. You could say, no, you can't come into my room. You can't play with me. Walk away from the situation. Moving forward, there'll be a true alignment with true friends. And you right now are calm on the exterior, but all of this is what's going on inside of you. That's that Mars energy, just snowstorm fluttering around, melting, heating, freezing, melting, heating, freezing, back and forth. Just relax. Let it go. Let the snow pile up and shovel it in the morning when the sun is shining and actually makes it easier to move.
Well, I didn't even have that tidbit since I'll be in snow for the first time this year.
Yeah. Well, there's also a magic way to do that too. If you catch it at just the right moment, it's fluffy and it just moves. Because if you wait too long, then you got a whole bunch of water in there too. That's where the heaviness comes in.
Okay. Okay, next. All right, Ingla. Hi, do my life become easier next year? Am I going too fast? Diana, may I see animal cards? Thank you. Oh, animal cards. She wants to see your cards. Well, your cards are all animals. Okay, let's see what I have.
All right. Let's hope she gets an animal.
Well, mine won't be animal. Mine are starseeds, kind of animal. Okay, called. I've got called. And it says, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. There you go, Ingla. Hopefully you're being called right now to step up. You know what your soul gifts are. It seems like to me you've already been trained for it. Now they're wanting you to step up. What you get, Diana? Did you get an animal card? No.
First off, we got Krampus.
Krampus.
Anybody who's European knows who Krampus is because he's still celebrated. He is the anti-Santa.
Oh, really?
He's the devil. And in old world practice, you celebrate December 6th as St. Nicholas's feast, right? But December 5th is the night of Krampus, just like Devil's Night before Halloween. Mm-hmm. He carries chains, and the whole thing is, the kids are like, watch out for Krampus. He's watching you. You're going to get nothing but a sack of coal in your stocking. You're not going to get any good treats and trinkets. But this is about facing the fear. So if you run away from everything, you're doing yourself an injustice simply because it's about the courage to overcome something. So in that, if you stand in the courage that Wonder Woman uses, and again, back to being selective, there'll be nothing to fear. If you imagine the worst thing that can happen, you've already imagined it and you've imagined your way out of it. Go the whole thing with the imagination first, so that if the time comes that you meet those fears, see that fear, you'll be able to meet it because you've already been through it. So that's the way to make it easier. Face your fears with the courage that you already have inside of you. This is the middle card. This is inside of you. And just be selective with who you keep around you.
Okay. All right. Next, I'm going to let you do this, Diana, because we're running out of time. So,
oh dear, already?
So let's go. Well, I'm going to let you do the readings. Ladies, may I have a reading for the weekend 1st through the 3rd of October? Thank you. Okay, Lisa, go ahead, Diana.
Oh, well, since this got, oh my goodness. Yeah, we're all taking it easy this weekend because it is October 1st tomorrow. So the contemplation of Saturday, take an easy Saturday for a change. Don't push yourself too hard tomorrow. And take a walk in nature and go off the beaten path, because when you go into the places that other people don't travel too much, you'll meet those fairies and guides and see the most amazing trees and the most outrageous configurations of mushrooms growing. This is the time of year that they start to manifest themselves. And stand tall. Stand in your own colors. Be true to yourself and scrutinize.
That's great. Okay, Lisa.
Right? And you can do that when you're in the woods. If you're standing tall, you see 3 blades of grass blow, but there's no wind. A fairy was talking to you.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, Lisa. All right, who's next? All right, Patricia, I would love a card. There you go, Diane. You want me to pull this time?
Sure.
We're going to go back and forth now since we're running out of time.
I can't believe we've been here that long already. We're too much fun.
I know. Activated Earth. And it says, power places, ley lines, trust where you lead. Now, in this strange, this is what Nancy Jean's been all about here lately, is the ley lines. So it's asking you to go to the power places, look for the ley lines. That's where you're going to be activated with Earth. So there you go, Patricia. Find those ley lines.
I won't talk, but there you go. The ley lines, find them. They're in the water. They're on the earth. They're in 2 worlds.
Yes. Okay.
I'm all about that ley line stuff. Come on, Nancy, give us more classes.
Okay. Hey, Captain Morgan, I would like a card, please. I need insight on starting a new business in the marine boating and yacht supplies, online wholesale and retail to start, please. Thank you so much. Woo, that was a good one, Captain Morgan. I love that. Well, isn't that appropriate name? Captain Morgan, starting a business like that.
I got a bottle in the cupboard. Makes a great pumpkin pie.
Well, I've got the Hierophant. All right. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. I am not sure how this relates to your new business, but it's longing for home. I'm not sure if this feels like calling a new business, homesick for the stars. I'm going to have to think about that one a little bit, how this relates to a business. So you go on, Diana, because I'm going to have to get more into this one. Are you there? I can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
There you go. I can hear you.
Got me?
Gotcha.
He's a mariner. Follow the North Star. Follow your
Oh, there we go. Homesick for the stars. There you go.
Stand in your light. Stand in your truth. Go for it. Go for it. This is a yes card. You can do this. You can lasso anything you want. Just
Ooh.
like Jimmy Stewart lassos the moon, right? It's a Wonderful Life. Weigh it out. You'll know exactly the right moment, and you'll know exactly what kind of materials to begin with. And there you are, going forward.
All right, this is big. Our last question.
Okay.
Hey, Denise, may I have a card? Blessings, ladies. Okay. Last one, and thanks everybody for joining us. Hypnicity. We're doing the healing, the Slayers Healing Center on Sunday at what time? 11 o'clock Pacific time, 2 o'clock Eastern time. We were looking for you last time. If you have time, if you could please join us on that healing center. Okay. This is all right. Now, who is the person that was wanting the card?
Denise McMullen.
Okay. Denise, I pulled, thank you. I pulled the weight of the world, boundaries, let go. It's not yours to carry. Now, how many people have we had this today? And especially when we're going into this holiday season, when you're all around your family, you're taking on the weight of the world. You've got to have boundaries. You've got to let it go and not carry yours, not let it be yours to carry.
You can't make it up.
Yeah.
You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. At the bottom of the deck, we have the angelic card. So you can't make it up. Let it lie. Stand in your own light. Stand in your truth. And that's okay. Doesn't matter what others think. Be grateful for who you are. Pray for them and give thanks for you. And then the angelic alignment was at the bottom of the deck.
Okay, great. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. There is Diana's email, and that you can order the cards she was showing you, and they are intuitive cards. Or is anything? Let's see the back of them.
That's from a flower that I grow. It's called Love on a Mist, or sometimes Love in the Garden, or Mist in the Garden. And it dries to these pods that every farmer's market carries at this time of the year. They're beautiful pods filled with seeds.
Okay. Well, if y'all would like those intuitive cards, just go ahead. There's her email address, and you can get in touch with her and get you a new deck of cards.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Susie. And we will see y'all on Sunday for the Slayers Healing Center. All right.
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you. Thank you.